Too many decisions. This one, but I've done that before. But then I saw this one. I'm really not even sure. I just think it's a cute little stool that may need some help. So we got to take this all off and see what is underneath it. It's solid though. It's not wonky or anything. So we got some, looks like some little tacks. So I can see at least 1, 2, 3, at least 3 layers of fabric. Okay, I think this is the bottom layer. I think. Okay, do I have everything? Oh, the dust, the dust, the dust. Ooh. Oh, look at ticking. How old is that? So, oh, I bet you it has straw underneath it too. That's how old this is. That's fun. Talk about disintegrating. Oh yeah, yep. That's how old it is. Okay, I'm almost, last couple, I think there's 3, maybe. 3 tacks left. Yeah, look at. So that's how they made it fluffy. They just used their grain sacks to try to add cushion. Huh. Yeah. But hold on, this last one is, it looks like it's nails. Right? Or is that holding the feet? Let's see. Oh, well, no, look at how the feet are in there. Okay, I'm just going to hammer that back in. Because the legs are tight. I don't know what this piece is on there for. But I think structurally I'm leaving it. No, I'm not taking it off. Just played with enough tacks as it is. So I would not have thought this little piece was that old, but now I got all that. So I kind of want to leave the feet like a natural would. So I'm not really going to do much to the legs, as I think I'm going to find some grain sack to put on there. But this is all rough now. I'm going to sand it a little bit. This is just a piece of upholstery foam I order off Amazon. I don't do a ton of upholstery anymore, but I do have it on hand, a little piece on hand. So I'll just. Though, as you saw, I had plenty of grain sacks to be able to use as filler, but I'm not going to. So the easiest way to cut this foam, I find, is with an electric knife. This is just a piece of wrapping that actually, when they send you the foam, it's wrapped in this like it's in a roll. So I just use it to help hold down my foam. And since I'm using just thick foam on here, I'm going to use a little bit of spray glue to help adhere it to the wood, even though it didn't have that. That'll just prevent it from shifting. Just use my body weight to push it down. I am not sure how much I need, but I can cut the excess off. So most would have just thrown away, and I hoarded on, and oh, I hoard on too much, but that's okay. On here, and so I'm just going to start stapling it. I'm actually going to use an air one. If it doesn't go all the way through, I might have to use my staple. I was hoping it wasn't going to go all the way through. Oh, no, it'll be fine. They're just really hard angles to get my big chunky stapler in. And you just want to pull that tight. That's why the spray adhesive, that the foam doesn't shift with you, is helpful. Start cutting off the excess. So a lot of times I'll go in and take a big chunk off here to try to make a cute package. I want it to work, but then I don't want to waste it either. I don't know. It is kind of cute. It's very cute. It does fit. I can pull it up. But would it be a shame to cut off the seed part though? Seed farms. Dickens Pine Tree Seed Farm. I don't know. It's so stained. I want to use it. So I never even saw it because it had that one on there. The one you always see. I think I'm just going to do it because I'm feeling it. Because I did this one the last time because these were those auction things that people didn't want. And I did this one the last time and it did sell. But I just love that tree. Oh my gosh, I got to do it. Like I said, I don't pick up a lot of little stools anymore. There's a whole story there. All I can tell you is you don't want something that somebody can sit down on in your booth. Put something on it, over it. Thank goodness for Scotchgard. AKA somebody had an accident and during one of our open houses sat on a bench that I recovered. And it was not chocolate, y'all. But I do Scotchgard, but I'm like, I'm done. Not doing a lot of upholstery. I'm not doing a lot of upholsteries. Oh yeah, I did. These are washed. This is as good as it gets. This is as good as it gets. You know, people brought these back to the mill so they could get them filled over and over again. So I almost think I want to do as much of the tree as I can. Have some of the pine tree come in. What do you guys think? Like, do you leave the pine tree here? Because I'm not doing the seed. I mean, like you could do the seed part too, but I don't think I left enough at the bottom. Like, Do I do that? Oh my gosh, because it's so hard. Because once you do it, farm seed, tree, do that part of the tree. Oh, because once I do it, I do it. Or do I do this part of the tree? Pine tree. Oh, I wish I had a bigger stool, and I don't. I almost kind of like the funness of that, because you can get almost the whole tree on there. You get that little stamping on there too. Does that make sense? I mean, you can tell it's pine tree. So you don't have to have the writing telling you that, but I think that's what I'm going to go for because I love the whole old graphics of it all. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's see if I can cut a straighter piece here, because I usually like to fold over if I can, which is hard when you're working on such a small piece. Just going for it. I don't know. How many's too many? I don't know. That's what I'm doing. Yes, there we go. Oh, that's fun. It's just fun. Okay, now I gotta decide. I got too much fabric here. So it looks like I cut it at the tree, above the tree. Looks like I'm still centered. Yeah, you're not gonna see the tree. You're gonna see the tree, but not the word of the tree. It's gonna go underneath. Yes. Okay, and then go back in, cut my squares. I did not do that on the other. I wanted to get it pulled. This helps so you can fold and make cute little packages at the corner and not have too much material. Okay, let's see if that's a better angle for you all to see. So I'm just trying to pull it tight. It's not easy with that leg there. I wonder if they upholstered the, well, we saw how it was upholstered. You just try to do your best to make it look as presentable as you can. And then try to make a matching side when you go to the other side. Now if I can get that staple to want to be staple. Oh, I did. Okay. Like, please work with me. I'm just trying to push it. I didn't design it. I'm just trying to reupholster it. There, not quite as noticeable. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Next. Can you guess even what this is? This is. It is it's milk. It's one of the milk cans. No lid. Auction extra. Like, you got to take this item or it's going in the trash. So I'm like, I can see what I can do with it. So first I'm going to try to sand off what's left. The eagle image that's coming off anyway. We'll see how that goes. I haven't made over a milk can and I don't even know how long, y'all. Do they still sell? I hope so. I hope so. I had no plans to go that far, but it was satisfying and it was just coming off. This is what it looks like. Oh my. So on my power sanders, I had 80. And then you saw it was just chipping off. So I'm just taking 220 now just to kind of, I was hoping to try to get, as smooth as I can. But I was so surprised to see the number 20 underneath there, though. So I hope when I finish it, you can still see that number 20. I wanted to try to get as much rust off up the bottom as I could because, people sit these on their front porch. Nope, ain't nobody want rust on a rust ring on their front porch. So I'm just going to take rubbing alcohol to clean this off. So I use rubbing alcohol to clean it because it dries fast, evaporates. Water sometimes will sit into all those little rolled parts. So I'm going to take shellac and use it as a primer to help bond my paint to this piece. I'd love to use like milk paint and give this a cracky look, but I know that I've tried milk paint on items that go outside. And I can't say that even with weather defense that it weathers well. So I'm not. I would love a chippy look, but learning from experience, if it was just going to stay inside, it would be something different, but a lot of people do put these on their entry area with a plant or something. So just speaking from my experience of having an outdoor booth when I tried paints. So we'll just see how it goes. And as I'm thinking, I know that I did that last year video, and maybe I wasn't using shellac then. I don't know. I'm just not even going to attempt to use my favorite type of paint. I'm going to use what's practical. I'm not going to attempt to spray paint the inside. Somebody's already taken the time to do it black at one time of its life. And black hides a lot. So I'm just going to take off this area. What's the chances that handle's going to stay up? I don't think it will. Oh. Do you think the handle's going to stay? I don't know. I don't think it will. Okay, I'm going to go with my tried and true Laurel Green. Yes, green. Now I can spray and try to cover everything and make it pristine, but I'm not going to. You see some of the metal. You see some of it coming through. I mean, it's an old piece. I didn't want to make it look like, oh, hey, I just spray painted it. Hoping to add some character to it. But I am going to seal it in with, even though it has a glossy coat, I do like to use weather defense to give it a little extra. Part of me wants to leave it as is, and then part of me wants to put an IOD transfer on it because these are gorgeous. Madeline. Like I could do this around the 20. It's just pretty. And then there's this that could again go around the birds on a branch. Oh, that's amazing. So this one or the circle. Let's see what the circle looks like. You gotta cut it out though. I love the maybe a little bumblebee. I like the butterflies, but there's just something about the bumblebee. We used to sell a lot of them, and then we got an outdoor booth, and then we didn't sell a lot of them. A lot of them. I might have some in my shed or in our barn anyway. I don't know if I do. I use them in my own home decor or my own outdoor decor. Oh, the color's pretty. So I'm just going to center. That's a hard center because sometimes you just go for it. Just going for it. I'm just going for it. The life of an overthinker. Definitely likes to release on this. The weather defense is very nice. Very nice stuff. I know I haven't been able to get the weather defense off of Amazon. You know, I use that top coat for everything. So I've been linking in my description. I think it's called Granite Gold, the website that I've been ordering. I order it like a dozen at a time if I'm ordering like that, because I use it on everything. It does not steer me wrong. So I've been linking it in my description, y'all. So if anybody, I get messaged a lot on it, so it's okay. I don't mind sharing. I don't know anything about the company. They've never contacted me. All I know is that's where I buy it from. Because that's where I can find it. And their price is consistent so far. Amazon was always like whatever it was for the day. Okay. It is pretty. It's very pretty. I'm glad I did that now, but I feel like I want a bee. Like a BB. Like not, I want to be. I want to put a bee. Anybody watch the Bridgertons? So I'm going to add a little bee in here. I could like randomly do it up here, but I think I want to incorporate them with the florals. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I'm going with my gut. My handle's in the way. Okay. It's sealed in yet. There, he kind of just blends in and you almost like, what is that? I'm not sure if I've ever done weather defense over a transfer, but that's what I'm going to do. And then we'll see how it goes. So I'm actually going to take this acrylic paint and a makeup sponge and just see if I can just dab the 20. Oh, well, that comes out fast. I did not like it, so a little bit of the paint. I cricketed out a 20. I don't even know if it's going to come close or not. We'll find out. I don't know. I like the 20. So the paint looks silly. The Cricut just pulled the paint off. So I'm taking a little bit of acetone after I said I didn't want this to look new anyway. So I like the 20. The 20 was my whole motivation once I saw it. So I'm just going to go in random places with acetone. Well, it's a spray paint and a rag. And that way I can get it to be my vibe. That's the whole point. You know when you love something and you know when you don't love something. So I can repaint my own nails. Because gloves, it would just eat through plastic gloves. I do like what the acetone. Look at, see, I can de-stressing with acetone. That's probably my first time. That was probably the most interesting way that I've ever distressed, but I wanted to see that 20. And then I'm like, what can I do? But now that I kind of just took the rag with acetone on and just kind of wiped, and whatever it would wipe, then I accentuated it. So now I'm going to go back in with weather defense. I can repaint my nails. Weather defense and seal everything all back in because I'm sure I just took my top coat off. New aged galvanized, a stand for him. It's heavy stand actually. It's cast iron, and that you can put him on there. But he's a little new looking. So like, do I rusty crusty which you know I love to do. I think it would be fun to paint him red though. Red and then rusty crusty. Get the first layer of dust off here. So if I'm going to paint this, I need to sand it first because it's so super shiny. So I'm just going to try my best to sand it. We'll get them cleaned off with some alcohol. So yeah, I did sand it. It's hard. I know it's hard to tell on film, but I'm back in my spray room because I think this will be the easiest. I'm going to spray him red apple. Though I'm going to do patina over it, so. I personally like black cast iron. That's just me with a little bit of patina, so I'm going in with black. Okay, here we are. I'm going to start off with my back first, and we're going to do decrepit dust to give it that rusty, crusty look. And then I'm going to be using some of Weather Defense. So you kind of just keep, like, you just kind of play. Now the decrepit dust has a warm also. I'm going to mix the two together. See, once you thoroughly wet that, it changes into a whole nother patina. Usually like to have a mask on, but it's hard to talk and tell you what I'm doing at the same time. So when I get to the other side, that's what I will do that. Probably not going to go as heavy on this part, or it's probably not going to look as heavy.